Everyone was very happy when Trinade and Heavy swapped.
I still am.
Yeah. I'm happy.
I think it's time for the Morph Gets Naked segment.
It's the last thing.
It's the last segment.
Some people actually watch our video.
Philip.
You don't want us to get, you don't want the stream to get banned too. So
we're just like, what we think's going to happen, and then Morph's going to get naked.
Yeah, that camera's not working.
Yeah, that camera did not.
We're using the laptop camera.
The laptop is
I know,
recording for the live stream. That one's recording.
Oh, I'm aware. See, look at this is our list of poop. Morph gets naked on this list, right, Morph?
Are you gonna post that video later?
Stay posted.
On YouTube?
Yeah, I'm gonna post it later on YouTube.
Yeah, that one's for editing and good stuff. This one's for Dirk and stupid.
This is for Dirk and Steve Morgan. Hi, Morgan.
So,
Alright,
yeah.
moving forward. I'm pretty sure everyone, when Heavy came back, everyone was kind of itching for Heavy to come back. They were like, we need Heavy to come back because people are setting 4 back row.
Heavy Star.
No,
And set, like the mentality or the overused phrase was set 4 back row, normal summon Thunder King Ryo, and
Yeah, we still do that.
Which was cool and all. But
I mean, in a way it's justified because people, you don't have to really, I mean, it's another element to the game. I'm thinking of what you need to set. Like you might say, I might set this torrential and not this warning in case they have the heavy. I still have a backup plan, but I should set this back row over that back row in case they summon a specific card that I need to out. So, so that was the mentality. Everyone was happy. Heavy's, back in the meta. And justification is if you want to play more backer or a heavier deck, you just play Scarlet Road.
And Future Evolution came out.
This is when I would take my poop out.
You might need it.
They're throwing my poop everywhere.
So, I feel like now, I mean, someone else might want to jump in. I would kind of rather have Giant Trinade back because realistically, I'm pretty sure everyone was aware of this. Giant Trinade isn't as good of a card because it doesn't give you the opportunity. Fuck Colbert.
Leave.
It doesn't give you the opportunity to go +3 or +4. Giant Trinade in itself is a neg. It's a -1. It bounces everything back, and you hope to go as plus as possible in the middle of the Trinade. Heavy just says destroy it all, and then do the same thing as Trinade, except your opponent doesn't get his back row back.
yeah, like you can play Heavy Storm
Arbiter would make a heart.
and just that'd be the end of the play.
What kind of joke is this?
I think that's what's your name brought it.
No, I think Arbiter would do it.
No, he just said bomb.
Forget about the chat. Who cares about the chat?
Alright, live
I care
stream.
about
That's
that.
relevant.
It's pretty relevant considering we're live stream.
If you top deck Trinade and that's the only card in your hand, playing the Trinade isn't a good play. But if you top deck a heavy, you're just like, oh, alright, cool. I go +3 now. That's nice.
Nope.
It's like
It doesn't work that way.
I'm just saying, in general, heavy is like a play. Like you could just end your play with Heavy Storm, but with Trinade, you have to keep having more cards. So if you've been conserving the whole game to have a big push play, and then you play the Trinades, you're rewarded for having that Trinade, and you
Scrubs
can
use
actually
heavy, good
yeah,
players use true.
I'm pretty sure everybody.
No, I'm pretty sure good players use Heavy too.
yeah, well, good players use both. But
Heavy's a
like,
better card.
heavy is the superior card. Now, with Trinade being around now, like everyone's playing 3 Veilers, so like, and more hand traps in general. So I feel like it'd be a little easier to manage with Trinade. But it's still, yeah, this card's still good. There's still quote unquote no way of stopping it. But we are getting a card in a future set that negates basically it's a counter trap that negates Trinade and your opponent discards a card. So it's kind of like a Scarlet Road for Trinade.
So nobody's going to talk about it.
People will play it because if it's destroyed
There's
while
more
it's
outs-
set, you draw a card.
There's
Like
more
Mount
outs
Mirror
for
Single
Heavy
Fusion.
Storm than there are for Trinade.
It's really good. So that's why I wanted to
Oh,
play
I
it.
thought you said if your opponent acts like
No,
white
not
hole.
Trinade. It says if your opponent activates a card that would return cards in the field to the hand, negate it, and then your opponent either discards a card or destroy a card in that field.
And if it's MST, you
And
draw.
if it's MST, you draw
Alright,
a
I
card.
thought it was white hole, like haha. My
No,
opponent
no, no, no.
activates start
So like,
I take it back.
alright. One other thing about Heavy Storm that's important to note, it's a sackier card in general than Trinade. Yes, Trinade you could have a really sacky play afterwards, but that just means you had other good cards stop it. But if you have a Heavy Storm, there's one of 2 outcomes. Outcome number 1 is that you go +3 or +4 or something like that because
+1.
Or plus in general.
Realistically, you go +1 or even. I mean,
Yeah, you don't go any less than even in general on a good heavy. So, that's one outcome. You're gonna go plus a lot because your heavy went through. On the other hand, it could get Starlight Roaded, and now your opponent goes plus a Stardust, which is also really good. So either way, somebody's gonna go plus, and it's just like, well, do they have it or they don't? If they do, then they go they're the sacker, and then if they don't have it, then you're the sacker, and then it's just.
There's no really out either. You can't just say, oh, well then I won't just play heavy.
Yeah.
Because you had to play heavy, and your opponent is going to be playing
Just
heavy.
kidding. Your opponent played Eradicator and called Traps of the Starlight Road, and now you're salty.
Shut up.
No, Cal.
Play Toki Sunday, Wolf on the background, and Chainsaw Road.
And then Super Poly happened.
Tears.
This is why you're not in the video. You're like,
This is why you're off to the side.
Seal of Orichalcos negated.
Doesn't do it.
Doesn't do that.
That's what they want you to
So that's my general feelings on heavy. It's just like it's a Saki card one way or the other, whether they have the road or not. And you don't necessarily need a follow-up play for it to be a good card. True Nade, you need the follow-up play. And if you can't follow it up enough, then your opponent just sets all the back row again, and then they can just continue to control the game with their back row. So I feel like it's the inherent -1 card is the more balanced card. And I've always thought that. What's going on?
Okay, so the predictions for the
I need to say hello.
Okay, what's actually gonna happen?
Next, we're going to talk about what's actually we think Konami will do. I just want to come over here. I don't know why. I want to keep the list.
Okay. Alright.
No, we're.
You could have just said, here's the list.
So yeah, Future Fusion ban.
Yeah, here's our actual predictions.
Run down the
This
list.
is the important part of the video.
Yeah.
This is the
Not
important part of the video.
bullshit
Welcome to the
and
video.
rambling that we've been doing.
Yeah, we've just been rambling and ranting. This is
Probably
actual
still gonna
predictions.
happen though. I'm hyping it
I
up
think
too much.
plus it's Volcarona gonna get banned.
Future Fusion ban. That's a very idealistic prediction because it's a very TCG thing, but it's within a realm of possibility. They do listen to the TCG. If they ever ban one card for us this meta, they know that Future Fusion is the one in it.
Not Torgar.
That's important too.
Matt, can you
Anthony
just
pointed
make sure
out.
that there's
You
no
talk.
dot?
You haven't done this whole video.
Is it still going?
What were you saying, Anthony?
You're not gonna talk then.
What was he saying?
He said that Future Fusion and Dragons in general have been picking up in even the OCG. So like that's important to know. Because they're just like, oh hey, Future Fusion is Saki, you're right. The next prediction we're making is that they're going to ban Hunter. They did just win, nationals.
And then some unimportant country, South America. I just grouped them all, so South America.
Alright, so like, Wind Up Hunter is the card that makes the deck tick. It's also the card that both the TCG and the OCG play, because OCG does play windups. And but theirs is more like a level 3 Granosaurus loop. But it's important to note that both decks have to play Hunter. That's the card.
Brontosaurus is
You-
the wrong term to say that.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, someone watched the videos like, what do you mean Brontosaurus?
They play it.
Gillosaurus, man.
What? Oh, Gillosaurus.
It's important to note with windups, and this is why I'm personally iffy about them getting hit, which I would assume if they're going to hit it, it's going to be Hunter because people are going to look back and be like, oh yeah, that is a problem card. But they don't have Tour Guide, which is, pretty much you need it for windups. They don't have Windup Shark, which really helps out the deck. And they also don't have Windup Rabbit. So they just play a compilation of shitty cards to loop your hand for 3 cards. I don't think the one with the level 3 is loop your hand. Like they'll play Gillosaurus, they play Spellstriker, they play TG Werewolves, and just a bunch of random poopy cards as well.
What are we at?
So, it's also a very Konami thing to do. Like, an alternative to doing that is you could basically limit Rat, or you could limit Zen Mighty, or you could do both things. I don't think Konami's going to do that because
They did it with fans.
they did do that with Sam's. That's true, but I don't think that's what
Yeah,
Konami will do
that's
anymore.
I mean,
They tend to just go
they did.
screw it. That's that card that everyone wants gone, and then you do it. So I have Levier on my predictions, but I'm not feeling it. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I thought you
I
were
mean,
the Warfield.
I would feel Levier, assuming the OCG had a 3-star like outlet that we have, like Tour Guide, but I would assume 3 stars aren't quite as common as they are over here.
Yeah, I think something's gonna happen to Levier. Just, I don't know why. It's just one of those gut feelings.
I have Levier to 0 on my list. I think I'm gonna revise that to Levier being limited.
But
That's probably
it's
what I'm
worth
gonna do.
noting, so we're gonna put it on the list just so we sound cool either way.
Yeah,
So
it's definitely deserved.
So if we say it's not hit at all, we say that we told you so, and if it gets hit, we say that
We told you so.
So we're putting it on both lists, so we're always right.
Blaze
We're gonna be right no matter what. Haha.
Blaze is talking.
I also have Hornet to 0 on this list because that's exactly what Konami would do. They'd be like, oh, Hornet to 0 because they're retarded.
No,
Even though it's totally the
Because they
wrong
don't
way
play
to
the
do
game.
it.
They would put it to 1 like they did with Sheeran.
Or 1 or something. Yeah, they do something completely wrong.
They would just be like, you know what? Gateway, Sheeran is
You know what? The cavalry
one.
one.
Yeah.
The sword.
Hornet.
Like,
I think honestly the right move is hitting Inceptor, man.
Shut the fuck up.
Kirk can be
Bang
it
Gigamantis.
gets,
Thanks, Mr.
it gets to
Vader.
4,800 with Gigamantis
Thanks,
there.
Vader.
Tony
And
2012.
it's How to a Dragon. Anyway, moving on.
How convenient.
Moving on, what we think Konami is going to be doing is DMOC to 1. We already discussed
Take
this
that
earlier in the
seriously,
video.
please.
Say.
Just disclaimer in case people can't detect sarcasm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, DMOC to 1. Me go. Okay.
I love DMOC.
Wait. Okay.
DMOC, you're having problems over there. The paper, are your paper towels?
Yeah, your water was stupid.
That's a nice hand. Okay, so we have a
Now I get to read the chat.
Are we good, Kenny?
I think I was a tech box
Say
at
why.
Grand Slam.
No, we're done.
Jumping on that dick. Fuck you.
He died 8 years
Jumbo
ago.
dick. Alright, great.
Okay. I'm over here now. Come on, move in.
Okay, bro. I'm in.
Alright, are you doing music prepared?
Chinese fire joke.
You can sit on my lap.
Okay. I put DMOC to 1 on this list because it's, I don't know, a lot of people have been predicting it one way or the other. I think Konami's actually going to do it. They did it with BLS. I think they should take BLS out of the game and put DMOC into the game. But they're probably not going to do that. They're probably just going to give us DMOC 2. Just like when they reprinted BLS, before they gave us BLS, they reprinted DMOC. Also, there's going to be that spellcaster deck coming out, and that deck can very, very easily utilize that
Oh
card.
my god. You guys just sit down?
Seriously. The only one sitting down is Anthony. He's not saying a word.
I can't see the red shirted thing. Fuck you, Negro.
Like, not in the video.
Stop that.
Like, Morph's all the way in the corner. Let him
No.
slide.
Is the camera still going?
Let Morph slide in so you can talk.
Sure
Be
is.
on camera.
I'm uncomfortable. It was comfortable.
Alright. So, I mean, I just think DMOC can come back because it's the right situation. It's the right timing. Kind of like how BLS was the right timing. But, yeah, I don't know. DMOC, 1. My prediction.
Offering, 1. We already talked about this.
Also, offering should go to 1, and it's probably going to happen because,
Because of
yeah.
Konami, they're like offering to 1.
they like moving Ultimate Offering around.
We also brought up the fact of Red MD to 1. I don't remember talking. Oh yeah, we did talk about this before. I really don't feel like repeating what we've already said.
Well, now we can talk about why it can happen versus why it should happen. This is the why it should versus the why it can.
Okay.
Like,
Why it probably will.
yeah, like, I mean, the deck has been picking up steam in the OCG, so I think it can definitely happen. And it's really damn good here. So,
It's the best.
I'm also predicting Formula Synchron to 2.
On the actual list?
Yeah, on the actual list, I think they'll do it.
What's it to?
Formula Synchron.
I think for
I think that's a possibility.
Yeah.
I also want to know, I'm not exactly
I think because you
agreement
can go
on
3.
Red Eyes getting limited this list, but I'm not sure. And I just don't feel like this list specifically. I don't
Yeah.
feel like it picked up enough steam in the OCG for it to warrant one.
Yeah, maybe they might just skip that one and hit.
Granted, they have
PvP.
Hierotex there though.
Stratus.
That's really good, Pyrotix. And they're doing fairly okay, I think. Yes?
I'm
Yeah,
not
they do
sure.
have Gustav Max over there, right?
See, they do.
So, that might be a reason to hit it alone.
Why am I holding it for Iron Chain Dragons?
I was holding those the whole time.
It's too good.
Iron Chain Dragon's
Because it's
broken.
gonna get banned, we won't talk about it later.
Ned.
Because the card's like dollars, like it's broken. S sterling.
S straight.
Yeah.
Card's money.
card is mad.
It's gonna go up next format.
Anyway, Formula can go to 2 because it hasn't really been doing much here. I mean, I know the Laval deck plays Synchros and such. I don't know how much. I don't know much about
What
that deck.
cards?
The
What
balls.
card are you talking about? I'm sorry. I was
Formula and the balls.
I mean, they can easily go into Formula because they play Quasar. But I'm not sure if having an extra Formula will really.
I doubt anyone
Break the
really.
deck.
I doubt anyone has the extra deck.
If they go into one Formula, that's all they really need. Then they make the Quasar and then swoop phase.
Yep. Like I really don't think anyone has the extra deck space.
Blaze is Ryan Mounts.
That's cute. But to do something with the stream, somebody said, do you believe there will be a change in the Samurai ban list since they brought it back? Or do you think? That wasn't even really a correct sentence.
I think there's one of two things that can happen to Sam's. One is what I think should happen, and the other is what's gonna happen. I think what's gonna happen is nothing. They're in a pretty nice spot right now.
Yep.
So I think leaving them alone would
You should be happy with
perfectly
your
acceptable.
gateway.
But what should happen is ban gateway,
bring,
and then everything else can go to
bring
5.
it back.
Like, well, not really, but
Just be happy that you have gateway and leave it at that.
yeah, just be happy that you have a broken ass card.
They're a
That
very
is,
mediocre deck.
Yep.
yeah, that is arguably better than Future Fusion.
Yes.
Because the only reason no one complains about it is because it's not
It's
exactly
in a
good.
pretty bad deck.
Yeah.
If Smokesy goes to 3 though and Shen was at 3, you would be the best.
It wouldn't be that good without
I mean,
gateway. It'd be,
in a different
Yeah,
format
without
maybe, but negating spells and traps is.
it's powerful, no, but yeah, right now it's mediocre. But
It's not terrible. It's like tier
Next,
2. It's all
that
nice.
we have is tour guide. We do believe that it will go to 2, just because of things we've already talked about.
I think it can because Tengu went to 2 before the OCG got it. I think it deserves it, as everybody knows, and that's really all it needs. It just needs to deserve it and have a possibility of.
Can I hit
I
ignore or
think
no?
almost to 1.
Just leave it?
I'm not sure.
To 1 is. Well, I
Just
think
for the
it's a stretch.
justification that tour guide can go to tour guide.
It's
I mean, I'm not saying that.
I think the 2 is a perfect number because it's awkward to play 2 and then a Sangan.
No, I know it's
Now you
awkward
can't
to
get the
play.
Sangan. It's perfect.
I know it's nice like that.
It's almost
but,
$9.
I mean, they could almost justify it saying tour guide shouldn't be able to go for tour guide.
Perhaps. It's definitely a card that's going to be on this list, in my opinion. I also think they should put Lone Fire to 2, and I'm predicting that they're going to because
Why not?
why not, really?
I mean, the plant engine's entirely essentially dead.
Yeah, the plant engine's all gone. There's really no good targets for Lone Fire at the moment.
Titanium.
Yeah.
Good targets.
Crest the wood, right target Metal Dragon.
We've got 3 cards left.
I know. Just battery
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm also predicting Rabbit to 2 because it's good in the OCG with Ver's Rabbit. It's good in the TCG with other Rabbit.
Alright, I really don't care enough. I mean, if he wants to spend his time to keep creating accounts on.
Yeah, just don't ban
it,
just feeding it.
No, I don't really care.
We're
I'll
almost
bet him
done.
again.
Like,
We're almost
just
I don't really care enough.
Alright,
yo, your head's annoying, man. Of the other camera. Other camera.
of the actual relevant camera.
The actual camera.
It's not on the way.
Alright, well now it's not, but just your camera. The last 2 predictions are Monk to 3 and E-Telly to 3 because none of them made an impact this meta, and I think that Konami probably, I don't know, do you think they have the balls to put Monk to 3?
No.
Monk
I don't think they will.
Or E-Telly to 3?
Honestly.
Those both define formats.
I don't think Itelli's going to go to 3 realistically.
Well,
I
what
mean,
about
I
other
can
things
almost
like
think
D-Draw
of
or
Monk.
something?
I can almost.
No, dude, I still don't.
Maybe Monk.
I think they like Monk because of XC's potential and they want that to happen. As stupid as that is. They really do want people to be XC'ing, so I think Monk to 3 is definitely a strong possibility. I think they still might be scared of Teledad with regards to E-Telly for some reason or another.
I think card
It's an unjustified reason, but still a reason.
I mean, that's why Cyberstein's still there. They're just scared of old bad guys.
I feel like Blaziken isn't making enough of an impact in Ubers and that people
Garchomp did OU. Garchomp.
Falling off last time. Last year, so. At the start of the video though. No, at the end.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to
Let's
talk
do a
about?
switch.
That's everything I have on my predictions, so
Right now, that's pretty much what we have for the rest of this video. Matt, I'm going to kill you.
Too late, I didn't know.
Anything else we really should talk about? I'm sure there was something else
Run
we
on
had
the
to
list.
talk about.
I mean, we could talk about our alternatives to hitting like windups or something like.
Well, it's not.
We could hit Rattons. I might get that.
What else is on the list there?
We've hit everything really.
Who is that?
It's Mike. Wants to know if we're
Oh,
Smash Tournament.
the last bullet point.
Morph gets naked.
Alright, well, I'm guessing this.
Alright, we're gonna shut the camera off.
Oh, yeah.
Will it compromise your TV account?
Wait, somebody wants a quick review of what we hit.
If you guys would like to see what hold on.
Go ahead, they can just rewatch the
If you guys would like to see what was being hit on this list, you guys can go to the channel that I have.
One more time.
But this
Can we read
list
it off
isn't
one
the
more time?
finalized list that we ended up deciding on during the video.
This has just been a ban list
Because,
discussion video.
We have changed our opinions as we kind of went through the video. But the list that we have here is
Go.
as follows. We have
Prediction list. Yeah.
This is the prediction
granted,
side.
these predictions aren't 100% here. We're just, this is something we wanted to talk about and we continue discussing. We had Future Fusion, Hunter, Leviair, and Hornet on the possible
Ban.
forbidden list. We had DMOC, Offering, and Red MD to 1. Formula, Tour Guide, Loadfire, and Rabbits 2, and Summoner Monk and Italia to 3 as a possibility.
You can also maybe throw in like swords to 3 or something like.
And
There's a lot of things.
there was a lot of things we have discussed. This is just a general outline that we followed the video through. I'd love to give you the list we ended up finalizing, but I honestly don't remember it offhand. The videos will be up on Jimbo Man 11's channel,
And in each video, the description will include the list.
so
I will type that out.
you can always check the list later.
We should also have an asterisk. Like we said in the
I don't
beginning
even
of
know
the
what an
video.
asterisk is.
It's a
Little
star.
star. Come on. Right.
Let's just start.
In the beginning of the video, we described that we don't have very much insight to the OCG beyond playing decks on DualNet and just like reading articles. So like we can't say with first-hand experience that we know how good things are in Japan. But from what I've experienced myself, I know that Laval Chain is really good. I know that Daigusto Emerald is really good. And so those cards are possible, on the list cards. But we don't have the knowledge to say where they should go or where we can even predict they will go. So like maybe limited or banned, maybe Daigusto Emerald or Chain or something. I don't know. It's hard to say. What do you think?
I don't actually expect either of the cards to be picked.
Well, it doesn't really matter for us.
Well, it could be a traditional
Doesn't matter
situation.
for us,
That's
but-
that
Yeah,
does matter for us.
won't we still get it at 3 though?
Yeah, that's why it matters though. Like
Yeah, because we'll get it at 3.
it'll only
After-
increase the value of these cards if they like ban or limit something over in Japan. Like they did that with Trishul. They banned it or limited it, and then everyone in America was like, "Oh man, card's broken because you can only use 1 in Japan, but you can use 3 here." And then they went to like $90 or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
Trishula?
Trishula's?
Nah, I never went to
70
mine.
something.
The
I think
DT
it
was
at
like
max.
120.
The
Yeah,
DT was like
DT.
over $100.
The secret one
Hidden
was
Arsenal
like
5 was
50.
like, I
to, like,
think it capped out at
60.
like $65.
Yeah, so like.
Regardless.
That's really good for a hidden arsenal card.
Yeah, so if they limit even like Daigusto Emerald or Laval Chain or some other thing, I don't know.
I mean, realistically, their effects are very, very, very good, but I don't actually expect them to get hit by this list. As much as I love Daigusto Emerald to get hit.
Yeah, maybe this isn't the list to talk about them,
No.
but perhaps a future list.
But
That's all I got.
I think that about wraps it all up. For those of you on the live stream, don't forget to check out the channel for Jimbo Man 11 under YouTube.
Shout out to I Know You 25.
If you tell
Yes,
people
I
to
should
go to my
know
channel,
your-
if I get more than 5 new people subscribed,
Why
I'll
do
do
I
new
feel like
videos.
I actually think I know who
Trace
What is it
doing
is
the
and
videos. skip
doesn't
that.
actually
Bet.
go to.
If 5 or more
that's-
people subscribe to my channel
George.
because of this video, I'll do new videos.
I'll just make 5 separate accounts.
I
Face, why
don't
is
care
he
about my
doing
YouTube channel, but
doing this.
Give it up.
So
yeah, that's it.
that's about all we have today.
Besides
So don't
say
forget
that
to like this video, subscribe, and share it around. So my name is Jimbo 11. Have a great day.
Cheers, guys.
I'm just saying it's midnight, so.
Get naked.
Yo, this guy's sitting alone in his house though.